Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Stranded Sailors Wines. Today is going to be the third racking of this apple wine, the Riesling. Now, when we first transferred it from the primary fermenter, it looked like muddy water. You can see it has cleared down a lot, but it still looks like more like a liqueur instead of a wine. I'm going to start by taking my top off. Well, before we take the top off, let's start here. Let's put a clean carboy down here in the floor, and I'm going to go on and crush up 3 campdon tablets to start with. Take 2 spoons, crush up my campdon tablets, and this is to neutralize any yeast that may be left in the mixture. Now, during the second racking, we added 3 campdon tablets, and I went on and put stabilizer in it, potassium sorbate to stabilize it so that it would not blow the caps off of the bottles, and so that I would be able to back sweeten it. I'm ready to back sweeten it now. I've got 9 ounces of water and 2.5 cups of sugar dissolved. So I'm ready to back sweeten this right now. Need to fix my cup of Star San. Star San's what's in the squirt bottle. Now I'm going to pull my cap off, my bong and my airlock off, and I'm going to drop it down in that cup of Star San. Now I'm going to take my other lid off. Ooh, it smells like something. Now what I just put in was 3 campdon tablets. And I'm going to set the campdon tablets here out of the way. I'm going to take my auto siphon. The auto siphon's a little easier to put together if you'll get it wet, so I dip it down in the Star San. Slide it together. Attach my hose. Slide the auto siphon down inside. And stick my hose as far down in the bottom here as I can go with it. You want to make sure you get the hose as far down in the bottom to limit oxygenation in the wine. Get a couple of pumps going. And it'll start flowing. Now this, tested out, it should be about 14, I'm looking at about 14% alcohol is what I'm projecting. Like I said, I'm ready to back sweeten this now. I've got 9 ounces of water and 2.5 cups of sugar dissolved and ready to back sweeten this now. It was originally made on April the 13th, so we're now at June the 11th, so we're 2 months out. Like I said, when it originally come out of the primary fermenter, it looked like muddy water. But now it's cleared down a great deal, but it still looks more like a liqueur instead of a wine. But the apple wine, this is the first time I've ever had to use grapes, and we used 3 pounds and 12 ounces of grapes with this batch. So I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out. It's got a good smell to it, though. It definitely has alcohol in it. I do see sediment down in the bottom. So we want to stay off the bottom. That's the reason we're racking this, to get the sediment out. And as we get down, this 3-gallon batch don't take very long to do, so we're going to go on and tilt over. We don't want to pick up that sediment. But the 3 campdon tablets we put in there is to neutralize any yeast that may be left in the wine. There shouldn't be much left in here because we put campdon tablets in it the second racking, and we put potassium sorbate in it to stabilize it. This is kind of clear. When you put it in a single bottle, it probably won't be that bad. Like I said, this should be about 14% alcohol, I'm thinking. About dropped it off the side of the counter. I lost suction. It's got more of an amber color to it. We'll back sweeten it, we'll test drive it and see how it tastes. Alright, I'm going to stop right there. It's starting to pick up a little bit of yeast. There's not much in there, but we're going to stop there, pull our hose out, disconnect the auto siphon, leave it in the sink. There is a little bit, you can see there is a little bit of yeast left in there. Not much. And that's about right for the third batch. I'll set this up here. Now I'm going to take my pot. This is 9 ounces of water and 2.5 cups of sugar dissolved. I'm going to pour it in. Back sweeten. We'll add about 9 or 10 ounces more of water. Stir it around just to make sure we get all the sugar out of the pot. Add that back in. Take the spoon that I was using to stir my sugar water with, and we'll stir this around a little bit. Make sure it gets mixed in good. It's got an interesting smell. Something different. Let's spin this around here. let's, oh, let's not put that cap on. Give me the white cap. You know what time it is? Let's get a glass. Let's get a glass, y'all. Got a golden amber color, see? Golden amber color. It definitely tastes like apples. If it was nice and cold, that would be good. It's definitely apple. Cheers. Appreciate everybody tuning in. That wasn't bad. All right. I'm going to fish my airlock out. I'm actually going to pour the water out of this airlock. And we're going to rinse this out and put fresh star sand in it. Because I'm not ready to bottle it yet. I'm going to let it sit for a little while longer. Fill it back up with star sand. And that keeps bugs or anything from getting in the wine. I'm going to let it sit for a little while longer before I bottle it. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Stranded Sailor's Wine today. To help me back sweeten and prepare this apple wine, Riesling, if you will, as they call it in Germany. It is ready to be bottled. When I get ready to bottle it, I've already washed the bottles and they're ready. I got to get labels and stuff. But thank you for your time. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your family about it. Till next time, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.